This is Joey, Jersey. If you're new, this is your first time, make sure you subscribe, put on the notification bell. Either go to TikTok, Joey Jersey, where at the time of this recording I have over 25,000 followers, so you should check out my content there. So, I wanted to do this video because it's my 5 favorite videos that I've edited. These two, I'm lumping them into one. They're 2 out of my favorite. This is a video of Gar do Oriente. By the way, if you are doing a layover in Lisbon, I highly recommend you coming down here. If you got beautiful weather in Portugal, so if it's a sunny day and it's not cold, not that it's very cold, never gets that cold, but you could literally walk down from the airport to this place, and from this place across it you have a large mall, of which I'll get back into that. You have tax incentives to purchase stuff from there, tax-free, duty-free. Behind the mall you have what they call Parque das Nações, which was the ground for Expo, World Fair Expo 1998. Now, isn't that gorgeous? Everything is made out of glass. The whole theme, not only of the shopping center across the street from it, but they call it God. I believe it's a transportation hub. So you have here a train station, you have a metro station, you have a bus station, you have a taxi station. It's all there. So if you're looking for a bus to go to Spain, to go to France, to go to another part of Portugal, it's there. You want a taxi? There's the taxi area. And then you got the metro if you want to go to other parts of Lisbon. And up here on top, even though it doesn't look like it, not all of the flooring is made out of glass, but part of it is also made out of glass. And even the elevators are all made out of glass. You can see here, right here, well, you saw before there was an overpass, and you can see here again. No, this is the bus area. There was an overpass. It was also made out of glass. Going on, you can see the overpass here. We're right above. Going on to the mall. Down there, underground, you go to the metro, and it also has a little shopping area. The overpass is also made out of glass, the flooring, the glass, even the ceiling is glass. There's pipes of water there, and when they turn them on you see a cascade. That's the mall, by the way. You see a cascade of water above you. It's really beautiful when they actually turn it on. So that's the overpass I was talking to you about. So this train station, believe it or not, is not considered the most beautiful train station you see in Lisbon. That actually goes to the train station of Rossio. Can you imagine something more beautiful than this? Well, if you're into modern architecture, then you'll go with this, but the train station of Rossio is a blend. It's an old train station, and they've modernized it inside. So you see, you got the mall going all the way down, and behind the mall you have what they call the expo area, the Parque das Nações. This is the main avenue, Don something, I don't know, but this was all revitalized. This area, this used to be like a port with back in the day, like in the 1980s, early 90s. A lot of manufacturing was done here, a lot of importations, and that's it for Gar do Oriente. Now here we have Vasco da Gama Mall, which we had previously seen was on the other side. This time we're taking shots and we're having a viewpoint from the other side of the mall. This is where the Expo, the World Fair or Expo of 1998 occurred. It was a part of Lisbon where there was a lot of manufacturing and a lot of shipbuilding and imports. It was basically a large port for chemicals, a lot of chemical companies, and just like many other developed nations, all those jobs, everything went overseas to another place. And with time, it just became abandoned, basically, most of this. So the Portuguese government took the initiative of having the World Fair here and taking advantage of the space and making it into a completely brand new neighborhood. This is the mall. There are two pavilions to the right, one with an A that you see right here with an oval shape, and right afterwards there was a yellow one. I'll get back to that. And this is the oval shaped one. This one in particular, there's a lot of events, important events there. The most important IT event was held there, I believe, for 4 years. I may be wrong. That's the longest bridge in the European Union in the back. All of this was done for the World Fair of 1998. Going back to that pavilion, concerts from Taylor Swift, Bon Jovi, you name it, Ed Sheeran, they've all performed there. Whenever there's a meeting of presidents, Bill Clinton's been there, George W. Bush has been there, I believe even Barack Obama. So a lot of functions occur in that pavilion. This pavilion holds other kinds of things. I don't know what FIL stands for, but that's what I did the research, and that is the name of the pavilion. There are a multitude of things in this place, but before I go into the other stuff that you could see here, if you happen to make a layover in Lisbon, I highly suggest, if you have even 3 hours, I think it's doable, even just to do a little shopping and go right back. But if you have 4-hour layover or more, you definitely have the time to at least go shopping. If you have 6 hours, then you definitely have time to do this. You have time to go shopping if you want, and you have time to come to this area and go back. And if the weather's nice, because Portugal, in case you don't know, Portugal is the European country with the most sunshine hours. It has the best weather in Europe. You could walk down. It's literally a mile from the airport. So on the way there, you could walk. You don't make any turns. It's just one big avenue that goes directly to the train station. You cross the train station, cross the mall, and you're here. With that said, about the mall, you can get anything that you buy anywhere in Portugal, literally, but in this particular mall, everybody knows, since the airport is nearby, there's a lot of foreigners that go there to shop, so you won't have the hassle of explaining to people, as opposed to a mall 2 hours away, or all the way on the other side of Lisbon. But in this particular mall, everybody will know about the tax exemption for foreigners. I don't know if it applies also to European Union passport holders, but I definitely know if you're not a European Union. I believe it's to all foreigners. Anyway, you will get an app, or you could opt to fill out a paperwork at the store. Every store it could be, and you could buy anything from clothes to electronics, you name it, and it will be tax exempt. And it will to give yourself enough time so you don't miss your flight. Give yourself an hour. That should be more than enough time. When you go to the airport, there's a desk there, and they will reimburse you the 23% sales tax, or VAT, like it's called in most countries. So imagine if you get a laptop, if you get a MacBook or an iPad, for example, and you get it on sale. 20% off, whatever it is. You add on the 20%, 23% discount, you're gonna get a pretty decent price on that. But then again, I'm just using electronic as an example. That applies to clothes as well. Okay, so that is a tip that I suggest. The other tip I told you was to actually come here. Now the third tip, coming to this place, I told you to walk down if you can, because they, it's the airport. They're going to try to charge you, overcharge you. A taxi will generally charge you for 10 euros when you could essentially walk, or you could take the metro. The metro runs, the metro in Lisbon is very good. You could, Google it. It's ranked in terms of like most beautiful metros. It's usually ranked in the top 10. And it's only 2 stops away, I believe, or 2 stops away from the airport. So you just ask anybody at the airport, they will tell you, or you could walk down. Going back up, I want to suggest you walk because it's uphill. When you're going from the airport down here, it's downhill. Alright, so that's another tip. I give you a few tips actually. It's how to save money on getting there, what I would recommend doing or not. So as you can see, all of this, you can see the bridge in the back, which is the bridge of Vasco da Gama. A little info about this. This was made as an exception because the World Fair, for those of you who do know, happens only every 4 years. But since the Vasco da Gama voyage is considered by most people the most important voyage in world history, and that it occurred in 1498, they decided to make an exception and make this in 1998, because the expo is supposed to have been in the year of 2000. So they had one in 96, 98, and 2002 to celebrate the 500th year that the voyage was made. Now in this place you will find a multitude of things. You have, I also believe, the largest submarine aquarium. When I mean submarine, I don't know if I'm using the correct words, but it's underground, or I should say saltwater. I believe it's saltwater aquarium in Europe. It was shown before. I can't find it now, but so you got the aquarium, you got those trolleys up on top. So all the way from the bridge all the way to here, all the buildings, everything, that was all constructed since the late 90s. As you can see, the Vasco da Gama bridge at the end, and this is called Passeio Neptuno. Why is it called that way? I don't know, but Passeio means like walkway or boardwalk. So over there it looks like a big greenhouse, and you have a big place, big marina for yachts. By the way, this is the Tagus River, or in Portuguese, Rio Tejo, which is not only Portugal's largest river, but Spain's largest river. It is Iberia Peninsula's largest river. Iberia Peninsula, for those of you who don't know, is the peninsula that is where present-day Spain and Portugal cohabit it. So there goes the aquarium that I was telling you about. Underneath the water, it's not just above the water. There goes me with my fat self, my fat period. Also, you can find those electric scooters that you can rent with an app, and you could go around. So there you have. I would definitely recommend, if you have a layover, to pass by that place, or if you want to do shopping, avoid shopping at the airport and take advantage of the tax-free. You're going to get cheaper prices, and you're going to truly get the 23% discount. But keep in mind, you're gonna have, just to give yourself enough time, just give yourself an hour extra to process the paperwork. It doesn't take that long, but just to give yourself enough time. Hope you liked it. By the way, you should check me out on TikTok. At the time of this recording, I have over 25,000 followers on TikTok, and you will find a different type of content that I do here. I'm much bigger on TikTok than I'm on YouTube for now. Hopefully, I'll get bigger. So you check me out there, and that's also the place where you can message me if you have any questions. Also, if you found value in this video, I'm kindly asking that you give it a like, make a comment, turn on the notification bell if you haven't subscribed, and subscribe obviously. And with that said, folks, listen, would I recommend you come to Lisbon or Portugal altogether? Absolutely. Portugal has a strong and perhaps the most underrated cuisine, not only in Europe but in the world. From the US to Malaysia to Japanese to Chinese cuisine to Swahili cuisine in Africa to South Africa cuisine, there is a large influence of Portuguese cuisine. So with that said, what I'm trying to say is you got excellent food in Portugal, beautiful weather, beautiful beaches. It's got beautiful islands. Don't forget about that. You got Madeira Island, where Cristiano Ronaldo is from. Would I recommend going to Portugal? Absolutely. Would I recommend going to Lisbon? Absolutely. But if you only have a layover, you should check this place out. If you have more than 6 hours, that's a whole nother video. So, hope this was informative. Love you guys. Don't forget, check me out on TikTok. Subscribe if you haven't. And kindly give it a like if you found this interesting. Alright, until then.